Hello everyone, welcome back. We are a bit late. Sorry for that. And it was of course a technical glitch that you understood. Yes, all of you. Let me see who are live. Welcome back to Akash Baiju's NEET YouTube channel. Welcome back once again. Thank you for staying there. And let me see कौन कौन लोग लाइव है मेरे साथ. अदिति, Firoz, Sahil, Rahul, Lakshmi, Jahan, Asta, welcome back. You did not attend the last session. Sarojini, Prem, Vishal, Sahil, Banu, right? Vishal, Aditi, Prem. Yes, you're waiting and I'm here. Sorry for the technical problem because of which we got delayed for a couple of minutes. Sarojini, Jahan, Jahan was telling कहाँ रह गए sir? Yes. So now, sir was out. Okay, you were out of town. Asta, perfect. Chalo. Let's start with the Animal Kingdom chapter. We are almost towards the end of this chapter. सबने पढ़ा होगा, right? You must have studied whatever I have been teaching so far from this chapter. अब बात करते थोड़ा सा और detailed rest of the portion. We are talking about chordates, specifically vertebrates is what we will be discussing. है ना? सब लोग तैयार हो? I'm perfectly fine, Jahan. Great, thank you. Thank you so much for asking. चलो. Okay, I see a lot of students here. Please like the session, subscribe the channel. अगर नए कुछ आ रहा है तो आपके पास टाइमिंगली पहुंच जाएगा if you subscribe the channel. And इस सेशन को तो लाइक करना ही है. And let's go. So, चलो शुरू कर देते हैं. These are some of the phyla that we have been discussing so far in this particular session. We have discussed a lot of sessions in which all these Porifera, Coelenterata, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, annelids, arthropods, mollusks, echinoderms and hemichordata is covered. Half of chordata is also discussed. है ना? Remember chordates में जब हम बात कर रहे थे, we discussed about two such class where notochord is only present in larvae. Tell me the name of the class. Chat पे बताओ. Notochord only present during the larval stage, not in the adult stage. And notochord present throughout their lifetime, but doesn't become the vertebral column. Urochordates or tunicates, right? याद है? Perfect, brilliant. Kiran, Ayushi, Aparna. ठीक है. Next is cephalochordates. ठीक है. Good. बढ़िया. चलो आगे पढ़ते हैं. We were studying about this, right? Chordates, subphylum, Urochordata, cephalochordata, vertebrata. Vertebrata को दो subdivisions में हमने divide किया. दो divisions. Agnatha, which lacks jaws, and the Gnathostomata, which bears jaws. ठीक? अब Gnathostomata में we started talking about the Pisces, which is the fishes, which bear the fins. And next we are going to talk about those which bear limbs, or in May we have been discussing about the Chondrichthyes and the Osteichthyes. Up tetrapods में amphibians, reptiles, aves and mammalia is what we will be talking about. ठीक है? Pintu, good evening. चलो आगे पढ़े. एक ट्राइबल कम्युनिटी के बारे में बात करता हूं मैं. ये साउथ अमेरिका में एक ट्राइबल कम्युनिटी है. दे यूज दिस टिपिकल, दिस इज आई वुड से अ वेपन ऑफ देयर्स. वो हंट करने के लिए दे यूज दिस. इट्स नथिंग, इट्स अ ट्यूब, इट्स अ पाइप, वुडन पाइप, काफी लंबा होता है. एंड इसके सामने जस्ट सी दिस एरो टाइप ऑफ अ थिंग. वो सामने इंसर्ट करके, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ इट्स स्ट्रक्चर दे यूज टू ब्लो वेरी हार्ड, बिकॉज ऑफ विच ये जाके कोई भी एनिमल या वॉट एवर दे आर हंटिंग, इट यूज टू prick them, right? But think about it, इतना छोटा है, इससे काम हो जाएगा क्या? What do you think? What do you think? Yes. Class ended? ना, class तो ended नहीं है. It is fine. Okay. Sahil, refresh करो, refresh. Okay. ये जो डार्ट टाइप चीज देख रहे हो, इस पे कुछ नहीं, इस चीज को एक फ्रॉग के स्किन के ऊपर ऐसे डाला जाता था. इट वॉज जस्ट rolled, the tip was just rolled over the frog's, one type of frog, not all frogs of course, one type of frog's skin, and that was it. So that means I'm talking about a frog whose skin contains venom, which is capable enough, which has the potential to paralyze animals of all sizes. बड़े बड़े animals को भी paralyze कर सकते, इतना poisonous है. Okay, got it? In fact, ये tribals, ये सारे arrows they used to use for attacking and all this stuff. Got it? चलो, I'll show you. See the poison dart frog obtained from the bodies of these small colored, beautiful. They are actually beautiful. These are those frogs whose skin contains poison. ठीक है? इनके surface पे अगर उस arrow को, if you just roll that arrow, it will take up the poison and it's enough to paralyze animals of all sizes. Got it? Yes, multicolored frogs, see how beautiful they are, but poisonous, right? But it is very interesting that the frogs themselves are very much immune to these poison. The poison does not kill these frogs itself. Got it? See this one, such beautiful. It's so beautiful. This is the most poisonous of all of them that I have been talking about. This is the golden poison frog. और इसका साइज पता है? आपके लिटिल फिंगर जैसा. आपके लिटिल फिंगर जैसा साइज है, इतना छोटा है, और इसके स्किन में इतना enough amount of poison is there to kill 10 to 20 human beings. In fact, 2-3 एलिफेंटों को भी मार सकते हैं. Just the amount of poison they have in their skin. This small frog. है ना? That's a nice question, Jahan. Probably the insects, till the point, you see, इससे ना क्या होता था? When they use that arrow, the arrow is actually pricking inside. The poison has to go into the bloodstream. So generally, I think if the insects sit on that and they're not taking in anything from the skin, they will be safe. But if they try to take in something, then they're dead. Okay? Yes, Ayush. Chota packet, bada लो. Correct. True that. चलो पढ़ते हैं amphibians, class amphibia. ठीक है? These frogs that I was talking about, they belong to the class amphibia. They live dual life. What does this mean? They live dual life. Amphi, it means dual. Okay? And bios, it means life. Okay? So dual life. इसका मतलब क्या है? Land and water. Very good. This is skin is poisonous नहीं. Skin से poison secrete होते हैं. वो स्किन में रहते हैं. Got it? हाँ, ठीक है. So that means it can live on both land and water. ठीक है? Amphibians. Okay, fine. In fact, they spend some part of their life cycle in water and the remaining part on the land. Perfect. Like all tetrapods, amphibians have 2 pairs of limbs. बाकी tetrapods के जैसे amphibians में भी 2 pairs of limbs है. ठीक? Right? Fine. Okay. Now, अभी इसको देखो. If I talk about the respiratory organs, they are actually the reason which helps them to maintain this dual life I am talking about. Why? Because समझो, क्या आप will you be able to breathe underwater without any aid? No. Our lungs would not support that. Our respiratory system would not support that. Correct? But for the frogs, for these amphibians, yes, definitely, it will support. And let me talk about all of those supporting mechanisms, the respiratory organs rather. Gills during early developmental stages. Gills during the early developmental stages. ठीक है? See, एक्सटर्नल गिल्स इन द सैलमेंडर लावा, एक्सटर्नल बाहरी है, ये बॉडी से बाहर है. Got it? Now, since they carry out gaseous exchange through their skin, they have to keep their skin moist. So, इनके skin आप देखोगे frogs के वो moist रहता है, गीला रहता है, wet. Okay? They have primitive lungs. I'm talking about the larval stage. Got it? यहाँ पे देखो, this is the lungs, the mouth cavity, and the nostrils is what they have. Now, moist skin, I already mentioned this to you. They have moist skin, they have primitive lungs and gills, which is present during the early developmental stages. Fine? See this. This is so beautiful. These are nothing but the external gills of salamander. Okay? These are the external gills of salamander. Now, evolution की बात करूँ, you know, some amphibians have lost their lungs during the evolution. These are the example. This is one of the example. ठीक है? Now, instead of breathing in air, what they do, they absorb all the oxygen that is needed through their what? Moist skin. So, without the lungs, how will they live? इनके skin, that is enough to breathe in the amount of oxygen or rather the gaseous exchange which is required for their survival. Skin से ही हो जाता है. Fine? Got it? Any questions? Okay. Chalo. Next, let me talk about the amphibian body. The amphibians, their body is divided into the head and the trunk. This is the head. The rest part is of course the trunk. See the frog here. See the color, in fact. Beautiful. See the eyes. I'll talk more about some specific characteristic features is there of the eyes. You know, I'll talk about it. This is the mouth. You can see the ears, webbed feet or toes. Webbed जैसा है. इनके जो digits है उनमें web जैसा ऐसे connections है skin का. So that's the reason it's called the webbed feet. These are the legs, and you see the skin, and I'm pretty sure you can see it that it is moist. The frog looks so sleepy. Yes, true that. Okay. Now, some of them even have tails. देखो, do you see it? Here, the hind limbs have 5 digits. Newt, right? So they have 5 digits in the hind limb. They have, of course, the moist skin. They have a long, flat tail, right? Lighter colored underparts, usually yellow. Underparts, नीचे के तरफ जो parts है, those are lighter colored. Usually, they are yellowish in color. You see the eyes, the black eyes, the 4 limbs with 4 digits. It is different. यहाँ पे hind limbs में 5 digits है. Digits, these are the digits. And 4 limbs में 4 digits है. 4. See, this is the skin color outside, upper side. ऊपर के तरफ क्या color है? Is darker, you know, brownish color, dark brown, almost dark brown, and it has got spots. Okay, these are the various parts of the newt. Now, I was talking about the specific. Thank you, Sai. I was talking about the specific characteristics of the eyes. अब देखो. Some amphibians have nictitating membrane, and it is called the third eyelid. ध्यान से देखो. See what's happening in the screen. See what's happening in the screen. Do you see? एक बार बंद करा, फिर दोबारा बंद कर रहे हैं. एक बार बंद करने के बाद eyes दिख रहा है. It's ये. Wait, let me tell you. ये देखो. It's still open, right? So they have another lid. Amphibians have colored vision and depth of focus, clear eyesight है उनपे. They have this nictitating membrane which is called the third eyelid. It protects the eyes when they are underwater. Okay? ये membrane cover करने के बाद भी वो underwater देख सकते हैं and it protects the eyes. Fine? So इसके वजह से वो land and water दोनों में ही survive कर सकते हैं and it can see. Got it? Perfect. Now, you know, the frog keeps its eyelids lubricated for proper protection. क्योंकि देखो, the situation in the water, the conditions on the land will be different. So it has to keep its eye protected. Perfect? Okay. So इसके बारे में सवाल पूछा जा सकता है. So please note this down. Now, they lack external ears or the pinna. देखो हम लोग का external ear है, ये दिख रहा है. External ear नहीं है इनपे. Okay? So these amphibians, they have soft, moist skin. This is protected by a slippery thing. You know, if you catch them, you'll see it's quite slippery. This is because of the secretion of mucus. ठीक है? आप देखना ये जनरली ना पानी के आसपास रहना पसंद करते हैं. पानी के आसपास रहना पसंद करते हैं. Why they can keep their skin moist. Wet रखने में हेल्प हो जाता है. फाइन. देखो मिडिल ईयर इज एक्सटर्नल ईयर नहीं है बट मिडिल ईयर इज प्रेजेंट. मिडिल ईयर इज प्रेजेंट. Tympanum we also have. So tympanum is present. Skin moist due to the secretion of mucus. I've discussed about this. No scales on the body unlike the fishes, right? Reptiles में भी scales है, fishes में भी scales है, पर इनमें scales नहीं है. Exhibits camouflage. ठीक? कुछ amphibians ऐसे हैं जो camouflage कर सकते हैं, which is basically they can change their color appearance based on the surface they are on or rather the surrounding. That is called camouflage. Manu, I have explained this. Okay, camouflage क्या बोलते हैं? कुछ नहीं. देखो यहाँ पे this amphibian, you know, it has changed its color based on whatever surface they are on. ये क्यों? So that their enemy cannot identify them. Got it? Now, some also are poisonous. As discussed, some of the frogs, they are poisonous. Habitats: aquatic, tadpoles of frogs, larvae of the salamander. Terrestrial, adult frog, you'll generally find them in the land. Adult salamander. So the habitats are both aquatic and terrestrial. थोड़ा सा differences है. I hope you have understood that. Okay? चलो. They are cold-blooded. That is poikilothermic. They are cold-blooded animals. That means they're not able to maintain their internal body temperature, and their internal body temperature fluctuates based on the temperature which is outside. अब ये देखो, see this shot. Oh wow, wonderful, brilliant. They're very very fast. Okay, they are predatory animals. Fine. Most eat live insects. ठीक है? And they can just grab it. They can see how it is grabbing. They have literally long tongue, sticky tongue. It will project out its tongue, catch hold of the prey and take it in. It will swallow the animal whole. Okay? Fine? See here. It's interesting, right? And their tongue is very sticky, in fact. So predators feed on small invertebrates. See, one more shot. This is also brilliant. See how it looks like. Oh wow. Interesting, right? See how it feeds. Once more. Watch it once more. See. Wow. Great, right? Yes, so this is how they feed on the insects. Of course, they have organ system level of organization. Do you see? The heart is present, right? Liver, esophagus, the gallbladder, lungs, stomach, small intestine, the large intestine, the cloacal aperture, cloaca. About these, we will study in more details when we are talking about structural organization animals. What are the functions of this cloaca and all? Urinary bladder, kidneys, gallbladder, and you see the lungs. So organs are there because they have organ system level of body organization. The three-chambered heart, 2 auricles and 1 ventricle. Three-chambered heart. Circulation is closed. They have a closed type of circulatory system. Dioecious, that means sexes are separate. Male and female, the sexes are separate. Fine. See here. This what I am showing is a spotted salamander. Here, the male cloaca, see how it is different than the female cloaca. This is quite swollen. Got it? Okay. Male frogs are very vocal and loud. In most frog species, only the males are able to croak. Okay? They croak in order to attract the female frogs for breeding purposes. Okay? In fact, it depends who will be the male partner for a female partner. Okay? It depends on how loud these male frogs are able to croak. In fact, it also tries to scare away other frogs. Based on their loudness of the croak, they will try to scare away the other male frogs. Great. Fertilization is external in frogs and toads. Female lay eggs in water. Male sperm fertilizes the egg. Development is indirect. That means larval stage is there. Please see to it. See the eggs. The embryo is formed. Tadpoles clinging to the water plant. The external gills are there. I have shown it to you. External gills are there for the breathing purpose right now. The tail keeps growing. Hind legs start appearing first, but still they have the tail. Lives using the food stored in the tail. The tail has a purpose. It has the stored food. इससे ही they are able to stay alive. Next, धीरे धीरे, the front legs are appearing. The tail starts becoming smaller. This is the young frog, and this becomes the adult frog. So what I'm showing is the metamorphosis of the frogs. During rain, they cause noise pollution. Yeah. Not noise pollution. At times, you will like to hear it when they, it's also an indication somehow that it's going to rain. Okay. Chalo. My grandfather used to tell this a lot. Perfect. Chalo. Fertilization is internal. In most salamanders I'm talking about, external in case of the frogs. In salamanders, it is internal and development is indirect. Of course, larval stage is there. They have the gillbuds. In case of these, you can see, right? So they have the gillbuds, larva with the 4 limbs, larva with 4 and hind limbs also. This is the adult salamander. This is the longest living amphibian, the cave salamander. Olm. Okay? It's the cave salamander. Now a quick question. Did you see this? Now a quick question. Give this answer. The heart in amphibians has 2 auricles and 2 ventricles, 1 auricle and 2 ventricles, 2 auricles, 1 ventricle, and 1 auricle and 1 ventricle. Tell me. Kiran, Ayush, Astha, all of you are telling C. K-jet. Bishmita. ठीक है. So if you are telling C, yes, 2 auricles and 1 ventricle, that is the correct answer. This the diversity, है ना? अब मैं बात करूँ तो commonly confused animals. Frog and toad. Are they same? Frog and toad. Are they same? What do you think? Tell me on the chats. Do you think frogs and toads, they are same? What do you think? No, they are not. No, they are not. Let us try to figure out. Frog or toad? This is a frog or a toad. What do you think? देखो. Thin, wet, smooth skin, often with more colors than toads. This is the frog I'm talking about. This is the frog, yes. They lay eggs in a chain, they have very long legs. It helps them to jump. Lives in water, jumps from place to place, slim body shape. Ab toad dekho, thick, dry skin, often bumpy and brown. This is the toad. Lay eggs in a chain. They have short legs because they don't actually jump huge. They jump, short distances. Lives on the land, usually walks or takes short hops. As I told you, stout body shape. This is one of the exception. This is the limbless amphibian. Okay. It's pronounced as Ichthyophysis. Okay. Ichthyophis. Got it? See, it's look a bit You know, it's so slimy, right? I'm going to show you one of the amphibian which Jahan, yes, I'm also feeling something like that. Limbless amphibian, yes. I'm going to show you one of the amphibians which is the smallest. Can anyone guess how small it can be? बताओ कितना छोटा हो सकता है? कितना छोटा हो सकता है? इक्टियोफिस तो हो गया हमारा लिम्बलेस, बट स्मॉलेस्ट, स्मॉल फिंगर, ओके, 1 inch. See, this small, even smaller than a nail. It's called pedopyrin. It's very, very small. It was discovered in 2012. 2012 it was discovered, okay? न्यू गिनिया में ये डिस्कवर हुआ था, because it is the world smallest frog. It's about near about 7.7 millimeters in length. This is so cute. Yes, correct. Ab, this is the largest, the Chinese giant salamander. This is the largest. It can be as long as 1.8 meters. 1.8 meters or 50 kilo, about 50 kgs weight हो सकता है, average sized human. Okay? Fine. Question time. इसका जवाब दो. No, it's not poisonous, Bishweta. The superclass Tetrapoda includes animals with jaws and limbs. Which among the following are tetrapods? बताओ. Yes, around 50 kgs. Tell me, what is the correct answer? D. Tetrapoda, 4 foot. लैम्प्रे तो नहीं है, करेक्ट? है ना? सोचो. BAD. थिंक अबाउट इट. स्नेक में कहां लिम्ब हुआ? तो फिर लोग डी क्यों बोल रहे हैं? स्नेक्स भी तो है ना? वैसे these are the exceptions. These are the exceptions. I just talked about it. These are the exceptions. दोनों ही है ना? दोनों ही है. करेक्ट? A and D. जिन्होंने A और D दोनों ही बताया, यस, दोनों ही करेक्ट है ना? एक्सेप्शन है ये. फाइन. यस, यू आर राइट. चलो. Why are snakes tetrapods? Ancestors. This is one of the snakes, ancestors of snake which was found. They had limbs. Okay, before present day snake that you see, the fossil record suggests that snakes used to have limbs. The evolutionary history says that their ancestors used to have limbs, which gradually lost due to bonus question, which gradually got lost in the evolutionary process. Commonly confused animals, part 2. How are these two different? एक तो salamander और एक garden lizard. How are they different? बताओ, can you tell me? Think about it. How are they different? एक तो salamander मैं दिखा रहा हूँ और एक garden lizard. Looking like human skeleton. ऐसे human skeleton tail कब से आने लगा human में? Tell me. कोई difference है? डिफरेंस तो है, इसलिए मैं पूछ रहा हूं. How are they different? Salamander and garden lizard. Try it out, try it out. सोचो. कैमोफ्लेज नहीं, मतलब तुम इसके बारे में बताओ कि यू नो आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट. वाओ, फिरोज, फिरोज, perfect. Salamanders are amphibians, lizards are reptiles. Reptile है, yes, correct. Very good. तो अब amphibians हो गया, reptiles क्लास रेप्टिलिया के बारे में पढ़ते. जुरासिक पार्क मूवी देखे हो, राइट? यू हैव सीन द मूवी जुरासिक पार्क. बहुत पहले, you know, if you talk about the Mesozoic era, otherwise which was known as the age of the reptiles, correct? They were known as the age of reptiles. They lived for many years. There are many theories of how they got extinct: evolution, asteroid hitting the earth, and all this stuff that is there. You should in fact go ahead and read a bit about their evolutionary process, what different types they were there. In fact, there's a total class of these dinosaurs which were there. Some could fly, some were some were herbivores, some were carnivores. You should study about them. Now, think about this. The poisonous snakes in India. This is king cobra. This is krait. Okay. This is again a poisonous snake. Viper. These are some of the poisonous snakes that how dangerous, how dinosaurs gone. I just told you there are many theories to it. Anything can be true. There are many theories which has its own supporting statements because of evolution process. I told you, because of a massive earthquake, because of a massive asteroid hitting the earth surface. बहुत सारे theories है, आप पढ़ के देख सकते हो which one you think to be better suited or better accepted by your knowledge. या आप try कर सकते हो, right? Because I'm telling you there are many theories. We were not there at that point of time, correct? Okay. Habitat, aquatic, I'm talking about class Reptilia. This is the sea turtle. You know, if you just see some channels, you know, National Geography, Discovery, you see how they swim underwater. It's a very beautiful pattern which they take while you know, swimming, and they're very nice. Terrestrial, aquatic, terrestrial, right? Tree lizard, wall lizard, you'll find them in terrestrial environment. Turtles, you'll find them in the aquatic environments. Some can survive on land and in water. The crocodiles. They can survive in the land and water. Poikilotherms, of course, they are cold-blooded. Internal body temperature depend on environment. They bask in the sun or retreat to the shade. देखो, अगर बाहर ज़्यादा ठंड हो जाता है, you know, they will come out and they will bask under the sun so that they can keep their body temperature high, heated. And when it becomes hot outside, they try to go under shade because otherwise उनके body internal temperature बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाता है. Fine? Okay. They have scales. They have scales. I told you, reptiles, they have scales. Skin has scutes. Skin has scutes. दिख रहा है? These are the scutes. Skin is sometimes conified. Do you see? Conified matlab you see these you know thorn-like projections. Sometimes skin is conified. See this. What do you think this is happening? What is happening right now? Sometimes, periodically, in fact, periodically, these class Reptilia, snakes and lizards, they shed off the skin periodically. Periodically, they shed off the skin and they have the new skin. In fact, if you see in jungles and all, you will find this skin of the snakes which they have shedded off. Well, eyes are present, external ears absent, tympanum or eardrum present. Okay, fine. अच्छा, ये जो मैं पिक्चर में दिखा रहा हूँ, what do you think we are trying to show? What do you think we are trying to show? ये तो देखा होगा, right? Tell me, what do you think? Sapera is fine, but हाँ. So, अगर they don't have ears, अच्छा, तो they don't have ears, पर फिर हिल क्यों कैसे रहा है? हिल क्यों रहा है? हिल क्यों रहा है? Think about it. Think. Give me the answer. Let's discuss this. Nah. They found the sound dangerous. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? No idea. Okay. ठीक है. ये I'll give you as a homework. समझ में आ रहा है? So I'm talking about the snakes. बीन बजाते हैं, right? Why is it moving? You know, you'll see they will try to move according to how this person is moving this instrument. ठीक? Try to find out the answer and give me the answers in the comment section after the session. Have a discussion. है ना? Have a discussion. नहीं. Maharani, I'm not trying to show that the person is controlling the snake, but I'm trying to show why the snake moves. Is it because it's hearing? It is seeing what's happening. Think about it. Chalo. Limbs absent in the snakes, present in others. 2 pairs of limbs. Got it? 2 pairs of limbs. Snakes may absent hai. Exceptions. See here, gas exchange occurs with the help of lungs. They definitely have lungs, so gas exchange occurs through the lungs. They have a closed circulatory system. You see, how many chambers of heart are you seeing? How many chambers of heart are you seeing here? Class Reptilia. Chandu beta, class timings is I'm coming live at 6 p.m. Mondays and Wednesdays. 3 chambered, very good. Yes, 3 chambered heart, right atrium, left atrium, and the ventricle, single ventricle and 2 atria. 2 auricles and 1 ventricle. Except crocodiles, so questions can be asked. 4 chambered heart. Crocodiles, they are reptiles, but they have 4 chambered heart. That's the exception. Krishna Prasad, hello. Commonly confused animals, part 3. Crocodiles and alligators, are they same? Crocodiles and alligators. Crocodiles and alligators. Who is asking? Banu, we are almost towards the end of this session today. ठीक है? थोड़ा सा और बचा है और थोड़ी देर रह जाओ. We are almost, they're not. Okay. Astha, can you help me understand the difference? क्या difference है? Picture से थोड़ा सा difference समझ में ही आ रहा है. Crocodiles and alligators. Crocodiles and alligators. मैं बताऊं? देखो, इसका see the front part, its shape, and see this. V-shaped in crocodiles. The major identifying features: the snout is V-shaped in case of crocodiles, U-shaped for the alligators. It is U-shaped, it is V-shaped for the crocodiles. Major difference. So crocodiles, alligators same नहीं है. They are sexually dimorphic in nature, different. Okay. Internal fertilization, their fertilization is internal. Oviparous, that means they lay eggs. Development is direct, that means no larval or intermediate stages are not there. So development is direct. Most reptiles exhibit parental care. Most of the reptiles, they care for their young ones. Okay, it's a very specific character because when I talk about mammals, This is again one of the identifying and specific characters. Any questions? हाँ, correct, Astha. Right. Tick. So crocodiles does give parental care. Commonly confused animals for turtle and tortoise. Same है? Turtle and tortoise. Are they same? What do you think? Turtle and tortoise, are they same or not? Suraj, thank you. No, no, no. Okay, okay. देखते हैं. Turtle or tortoise? Different क्या है? Turtle can swim. Tortoise actually can't swim. गलत notion है. 20 to 40 years lifespan, but tortoise can stay for 80 to 150 years. They stay longer. Webbed feet and flippers. They have dinosaur-like feet. They are omnivorous. They are herbivorous. Turtle are omnivorous, and tortoise they are herbivorous. Flatter shells for agility, and their shells are flat because they have to swim. They can easily swim, so that rough, tough shell. इनका shell बहुत tough होता है. Quick question before I quickly end this session. Cold-blooded animals have cold blood, have low body temperature, prefer cold habitat, cannot regulate body temperature. What is the answer for this question? It's a very easy question. Notes is enough. मतलब क्या notes की बारे में बात कर रहे हो? Which notes? Suraj? Yes, the answer is of course D. And with that, today's session is done. Okay? Cannot regulate body temperature? Yes. So if you're talking about notes for this class, you will get this notes right in the description there, and you can study. Okay? So right now this class was, I have given a done and dusted. I've given a lot of information, right? So please keep revising. इस चैप्टर को बहुत सारे सेशंस में डिवाइड करके हमने पढ़ा है. So do not miss any of these sessions. आप बार बार इसको रिवाइज करते रहो so that you don't forget, है ना? And I hope वो चार्ट आपने बना लिया है. Got it? Well, thank you for joining. Like the session, and I'll see you again in the next session. Till then, keep revising. Stay happy. Bye bye.